Have you ever wondered how to face people with evil intentions while holding on to your inner peace? It's a challenge many of us encounter, dealing with toxic, negative individuals. But here's the key: it's not about avoiding them. It's about how we choose to respond when we do. Our reactions in these moments reveal our true selves. Stick around as I share a story that shows you how to deal with dangerous people and protect your peace while staying calm. Let me tell you a famous story about an oak tree and Venus flytrap. But first, if this is your first time on my channel, I invite you to subscribe and like this video so I can continue creating valuable content for you in the future. What secret did the oak tree use to stay strong when faced with a threatening Venus flytrap? So, let me share with you. In the heart of a quiet forest, there stood a great oak tree. Its thick branches reached toward the sky, and its roots dug deep into the earth. The oak had been there for years, watching seasons change and storms pass. No matter how hard the wind blew or how fierce the storms were, the oak stood strong. One day, a strange plant began to grow near the oak's roots, a Venus flytrap. The other plants in the forest began to whisper, "Oh no, the Venus flytrap is dangerous. It's creeping closer to the oak. Soon it will trap everything in its path." As the flytrap inched upward, its sharp teeth-like traps slowly stretched toward the oak's trunk. It seemed ready to bite into anything that came close. The other trees and plants were afraid of the oak. They warned, "If you let it climb higher, it will destroy you. Stop it now." But the wise oak didn't move. It remained calm, its bark strong and its roots unshaken. It knew something that the other plants didn't understand. No matter how frightening or dangerous the Venus flytrap looked, it could not truly harm the oak. The flytrap tried to wrap its traps around the oak, but it couldn't sink its teeth into the solid bark. Days passed, and soon the flytrap grew tired. Its traps drooped and it stopped trying to climb the oak. Eventually, it withered away, leaving the oak as strong and peaceful as ever. The oak didn't waste its energy fighting the flytrap. It simply stayed grounded and allowed the plant to tire itself out. In the end, the oak knew that real strength isn't about reacting to every threat. It's about staying calm, steady, and rooted in peace. Just like the oak, we face people with bad intentions in our lives, but instead of letting them shake us, we can choose to stay strong and let their negativity fall away on its own. Number 1. Recognizing an evil person. How do you recognize an evil person without letting their darkness pull you in? According to Stoicism, identifying harmful individuals is not about judging them. It's about protecting your soul and preserving your peace. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." This profound wisdom reminds us that recognizing someone's malice is not an invitation to fight back, but a challenge to rise above their negativity. But how do we spot these people, and why is it so important? Evil often reveals itself through deceitful actions, harmful words, and destructive behaviors. But instead of reacting with anger or criticism, Stoicism urges us to dig deeper, to understand why they act this way. Perhaps they are struggling with unseen battles or carrying deep pain. Much like the teachings of Jesus, who said, "Love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you," Stoicism calls for empathy, not retaliation. For example, imagine a colleague who constantly criticizes or tries to undermine your work. Instead of reacting with frustration, stop and ask yourself, what's going on in their life that makes them behave like this? In this simple shift of perspective, you protect your own peace while also opening the door to compassion. Recognizing a harmful person isn't just about safeguarding yourself, it's about practicing virtues like patience and understanding. When we look beyond someone's actions and refuse to judge, we not only live by the timeless teachings of the Stoics, but also by the compassion echoed in Christian ethics. This blend of wisdom helps us forgive, love, and most importantly, maintain unshakable inner peace. Number 2. Staying calm in the face of evil. Have you ever been faced with someone who just wanted to hurt you and you were not sure how to handle it? In moments like these, it's easy to let emotions take over. But Stoicism teaches us that staying calm in the face of evil isn't just a lesson, it's an art. It's about mastering self-control and cultivating compassion, even in the toughest situations. Epictetus, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This reminds us that our peace depends on our reactions, not the actions of others. No matter how toxic or negative people around us may be, if we allow anger or resentment to consume us, we only deepen our own suffering. Picture this. You're in an argument with a colleague or loved one. Would reacting with anger ever lead to a positive outcome? Most likely not. But responding with calmness and compassion can shift the entire situation. You not only keep your own balance, but you might also diffuse the tension. Jesus himself taught us about forgiveness and love, even towards those who seek to harm us. If someone slaps you on the right cheek, turn to them on the other cheek also, he said. This isn't just about kindness. It's about rising above violence with love, showing that patience can melt even the hardest hearts. Think about leaders who, when faced with difficult situations or challenging partners, choose professionalism and courtesy. Their calm demeanor isn't a sign of weakness, it's a reflection of their inner strength and maturity. By staying calm, they inspire those around them and handle challenges with grace. This is what true strength looks like, staying composed in chaos. When you maintain calm in the face of evil, you not only protect yourself from negativity, but you contribute to a more peaceful world. Every time we choose calmness over conflict, we spread invaluable human values like kindness and compassion to those around us. Number 3, handling negative actions without stress. Imagine facing someone who constantly criticizes, judges, or even insults you. It's easy to let their actions pull you into a whirlwind of anger, sadness, or anxiety. But stop for a moment and ask yourself, do these emotions truly help you? Do they make the situation better, or do they just rob you of your peace? According to Stoic philosophy, the key is keeping a steady mind and refusing to let external factors dictate your emotions or actions. As the Stoics teach us, it's not what happens to you but how you respond that shapes your life. And Jesus too, in his teachings, emphasized forgiveness and kindness, even towards those who hurt us. He showed us that we can rise above negativity, not letting it disturb the peace within our souls. Think about it. In daily life, we can find many examples of people who refuse to let negativity affect them. Consider a wise leader who faces public criticism. Rather than reacting with anger, they might listen to the feedback, learn from it, or simply ignore unhelpful comments. This demonstrates true strength, self-control, and an undisturbed mind, focused on what really matters. Not letting malicious actions affect you is more than just a show of inner strength. It's a reflection of deep wisdom and an understanding of human nature. When we stay calm in the face of adversity, we protect our inner peace and help reduce conflict in our relationships. It's not about controlling others. It's about controlling ourselves. By doing this, you become a source of positivity and peace, not only for yourself, but also for those around you. In moments when others try to drag you down, can you remain calm? Can you choose not to get caught in the spiral of negative emotions, instead spreading compassion and understanding to those around you? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How do you handle negativity in your life? Number 4, dealing with evil people through wisdom. How can you use wisdom to react wisely instead of reacting when faced with evil people? Have you ever been in a situation where someone's words or actions immediately made you want to lash out? In these moments, it's easy to let emotions take over, but acting impulsively often leads to regretful decisions that harm both you and others. Instead, Stoicism teaches us to pause, think, and use reason to analyze the situation. What are the motives behind their behavior? What circumstances might they be facing? By understanding these factors, we can respond wisely and compassionately. For example, imagine a CEO facing harsh criticism for a failed business decision. A reactive leader might defend themselves aggressively or shift blame. But a wise leader listens carefully, gathers feedback, and analyzes the situation from multiple perspectives. By doing so, they not only learn from their mistakes, but also demonstrate accountability and a willingness to improve. This approach strengthens trust among employees and shareholders, showing maturity and confidence in their leadership. Similarly, consider political leaders. When faced with public attacks or criticism from opponents, wise leaders don't respond hastily. They take the time to listen, reflect, and consider all viewpoints before making an official response. This thoughtful approach prevents undesirable consequences, preserves their credibility, and ensures they act in the best interests of the community. Using wisdom in the face of malicious people helps us avoid unnecessary conflict and mistakes. It also creates an opportunity for personal growth. When we stay patient and respond intelligently, we foster a more positive environment for ourselves and those around us. Stoic philosophy teaches us that maintaining calmness and clarity in difficult moments is essential. Epictetus, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This simple yet powerful reminder encourages us to listen and observe carefully before reacting, especially when facing negative behavior. So the next time you encounter someone with harmful intentions, ask yourself, can I remain calm and use wisdom to respond in the smartest and most beneficial way for everyone involved? Number 5. Getting to know the reasons behind bad actions. Men exist for the sake of one another. Teach them then or bear with them. Marcus Aurelius. This powerful quote reminds us that even when others act negatively, it's our duty to either teach them or tolerate them with patience. But why do some people act with malice? Is it always out of evil intent, or could it be a reflection of their own fears, insecurities, or lack of understanding? Have you ever paused to ask yourself what drives someone's harmful behavior? Understanding their motives can protect you from being consumed by negative emotions. More than that, it opens the door to compassion, helping you respond with kindness rather than becoming like them. History offers countless examples of individuals who succeeded by understanding the deeper motives of others. One remarkable figure is Mahatma Gandhi, the leader of India's independence movement. Despite facing tremendous oppression from British colonizers, Gandhi adhered to non-violence and tolerance. He realized that colonial oppression was not only fueled by greed, but also by the fear of losing power. Gandhi famously said, "When I despair, I remember that all through history, the way of truth and love has always won. There have been tyrants and murderers, and for a time they can seem invincible, but in the end, they always fall. Think of it, always." This reflects his deep belief in the power of kindness and truth, and his understanding that even the harshest oppressors were motivated by their own fear and ignorance. Rather than responding with hatred, Gandhi chose empathy. His non-violent resistance not only led India to independence, but also set a global example of compassion and forgiveness. What does this teach us? Understanding the motives of those who act negatively can help us maintain our own peace. Instead of being drawn into their toxic energy, we develop compassion and the wisdom to handle difficult situations with grace. In doing so, we not only shield ourselves from negativity, but may also become a source of light and support for those around us. Before we dive into lesson number 6, I want to thank you for being with us on this journey. Each moment we share is a chance to grow and learn together. If you found value in this, please like and share this video. Every share, much like the lessons of Stoicism, can ripple out and impact many lives. And don't forget, lesson number 6 is coming up next. Let's continue to explore these timeless teachings together. Thank you once again for your presence and dedication. Number 6, keeping your morals strong when faced with temptation. Have you ever faced a temptation and wondered how to stay true to your moral principles? For Stoic philosophers, resisting temptation while upholding ethics is a vital challenge, one that preserves our self-respect and core values. No matter how alluring a temptation might be, sticking to your principles is crucial for maintaining integrity and self-worth. Consider moments when you're tempted by material gains or quick promotions that conflict with your values. In these instances, adhering to your ethical standards becomes an act of self-respect and a testament to your commitment to what you hold dear. Jesus' time of temptation in the desert is a profound example of this struggle. When Satan tempted him with various offers, Jesus responded by affirming his unwavering faith. "You shall worship the Lord your God, and him only shall you serve." This powerful response not only demonstrated his steadfast faith, but also set an example of resilience in the face of temptation, illustrating how to uphold moral principles under pressure. In real life, many people choose to maintain their ethical standards even when faced with significant temptations. For example, a business executive might reject a lucrative yet dubious deal, understanding that integrity and trust with customers and partners are far more valuable than short-term profits. Such decisions reflect a deep sense of maturity and spiritual strength, demonstrating that upholding moral principles is not merely about avoiding temptation, but about living in alignment with one's values. In moments of temptation, are we strong enough to remain steadfast and true to the values we cherish? As we explore the profound wisdom of Stoicism, remember this powerful proverb: difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. This highlights a core Stoic practice and a key to developing exceptional wisdom. Number 7. Setting boundaries with bad people. Setting personal boundaries with individuals who exhibit negative behavior is a crucial practice in Stoic philosophy. It's about protecting our inner peace and maintaining our personal values. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely noted, we cannot control what others think or do, but we can control how we react and set boundaries to protect ourselves. Have you ever found yourself feeling pressured or hurt by someone's behavior? What can you do to uphold your values without getting entangled in their negativity? Setting boundaries doesn't mean cutting off all contact. Instead, it involves creating clear limits to safeguard your mental and emotional well-being. For example, you might choose not to engage in negative conversations or keep a distance from those who are consistently harmful or exploitative. Jesus also spoke to this principle with his teaching, "Do not throw your pearls before swine. They will trample them under their feet and turn and tear you to pieces." This saying underscores the importance of not wasting your energy and love on those who do not value or appreciate them. It's a call to maintain self-respect and protect your values. In practical terms, setting boundaries is seen in many everyday scenarios. A skilled manager, for instance, might decline unreasonable demands from colleagues or superiors without feeling guilty. They understand that clear limits are essential for maintaining both work efficiency and personal balance. Similarly, in personal relationships, establishing boundaries with a friend or family member who displays negative behavior can help keep the relationship healthy and prevent unnecessary conflict. Setting personal boundaries with difficult people is not an act of selfishness, but a necessary step for self-preservation and living a balanced life. It allows you to maintain your inner peace and foster a positive environment around you. We're curious, how do you identify when it's time to set boundaries in your own life? What strategies have you found effective? Share your experiences in the comments below. Your insights can inspire and guide others who might be facing similar challenges. Number 8. Finding gratitude in challenges from evil people. In life, we inevitably encounter individuals with negative intentions who may bring us difficulties, challenges, or even pain. But have you ever considered that these hardships could actually help us grow stronger and wiser? By viewing these challenges as opportunities for personal development, we can find strength and patience within ourselves, transforming resentment into gratitude. Instead of harboring bitterness, consider being thankful for the lessons that come from dealing with difficult people. They push us to discover our true capabilities and exceed our own limits. Jesus taught us to love and forgive those who hurt us, encouraging us to respond to malice with kindness and view our struggles as part of our spiritual journey. For instance, imagine a CEO of a tech company who receives critical feedback from the team about a key project. Rather than reacting defensively or shifting blame, the CEO can take a constructive approach by listening carefully to the feedback. This not only shows respect for the team's perspectives, but also provides an opportunity to refine their leadership skills, improve communication, and enhance overall team performance. Embracing criticism with gratitude helps build a positive organizational culture, where employees feel valued and motivated to contribute their best. When we approach the challenges posed by negative individuals with gratitude, we not only maintain a pure heart, but also turn adversity into a chance for growth. Are you ready to see challenges as opportunities to perfect yourself? If so, leave a comment saying, "Practice gratitude to show your commitment to transformation." Let's explore together how Stoic philosophy can guide us to build a better life, turning every challenge into a stepping stone toward personal and professional growth. Number 9. Treating bad people with forgiveness. When you start your day, remind yourself, today, I may encounter people who are meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. Their behavior reflects their struggles and ignorance, not my worth. Marcus Aurelius. This perspective helps us understand that negative actions often come from personal suffering or ignorance. Recognizing this allows us to approach difficult individuals with compassion rather than resentment. In Stoic philosophy, forgiveness is not just a noble act, but a sign of wisdom and strength. It means letting go of anger and freeing ourselves from the chains of bitterness. Think about it. Does holding on to resentment actually make us happier? More often than not, it traps us in a cycle of negative emotions, clouding our judgment and peace of mind. Forgiveness, on the other hand, allows us to release these emotions and find inner tranquility. A powerful example of forgiveness is Nelson Mandela. After spending 27 years in prison under apartheid, Mandela faced immense mistreatment and hostility. Yet instead of letting anger consume him, he chose forgiveness and reconciliation. Mandela once said, "As I walked out the door toward the gate that would lead to my freedom, I knew if I didn't leave my bitterness and hatred behind, I'd still be in prison." His choice to forgive not only helped him escape the emotional prison of hatred, but also strengthened him to lead with vision and compassion. Mandela's journey teaches us that forgiving those with bad intentions is not just an act of grace, but a strategic choice for maintaining our peace and freedom. By embracing forgiveness, we protect our inner calm and move towards a more fulfilling and harmonious life. As we wrap up, remember that the lessons of patience, wisdom, and love are central to dealing with difficult people. Jesus taught us that love and forgiveness are not just acts of kindness, but also powerful ways to free ourselves from hatred and resentment. When confronted with bad behavior, choose to respond with calmness and gratitude. Forgiveness and understanding can help us overcome negative emotions and open doors to personal growth and maturity. By applying Stoic principles and the teachings of Jesus in our daily lives, we can navigate interactions with challenging individuals with kindness and wisdom. Let us strive to be sources of inspiration, spreading peace and love through our actions. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button to support the channel. Share your thoughts in the comments, spread these valuable lessons with friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss our upcoming videos on Stoic living and personal growth. Thank you for joining us on this journey toward a more peaceful and compassionate life.